Hello everyone and welcome again. So I wanted to talk about the upres workflow and why I work this way. Now, the main goal of what we want here is really to have a lot of details. We want to be able to get all these nice deformation, but also when the pieces needs to crumble or interact with each other, they can still fracture and generate more interesting geometry. Now, there's two ways we could do this. We could do this all in one sim and include the entire high-res resolution in the initial sim. The downside of doing this is we're going to have a very slow system. And to iterate over a very slow system is not very production oriented. And the way I work is I try to get an initial sim using not so many pieces, something quick like this one. It's very fast to sim. It took about 35 minutes for this. And I'm pretty happy with it. I can show it to the client, they approve, and then, okay, say, this is the first layer. Now we're going to take it to the next level. This way, there's, again, I separate two steps. It's much easier to do it this way than having everything combined, because if you combine everything and they come back and say, okay, I like this, now I want 10 times more details. If everything is in one place, your entire system is going to change and your sim is going to be super slow. With my approach, I lock things down in stages. So I show them this and they say, okay, this is great, let's make it quicker, faster, slower. I get that done, and then I know with my upres it's only going to be an overlay of what I already have, so I will never change that version, and it has been approved by the client, and then we can work on the upres. With that, they can say, okay, I want more details. I want the details to not be revealed after frame 150. I can have control over that quickly, and with this system that I'm going to show, it's going to be very efficient. Now, the destruction workshop has a much more complex system for doing this, but I'm going to show a simpler version that uses the basic principles. And then if you want to dive into this even further, you can join the destruction workshop if you haven't yet, if that's something you want to focus on. So my idea is this: at least for this project, I can go on and start appraising everything, or I can do it selectively, and that's what I chose to do. This is only for efficiency purpose. I didn't want to, wait for hours and hours for and have a huge amount of data. I wanted to increase the detail where they make most sense, which is basically where the spaceship is rising, because I wanted to have that feeling as it takes pieces up, they're still dust is still falling from them, debris is still falling from them, and you get that nice lightning if you put something behind. Let me show. The clip. So this feeling here. So you get this basically. So which is really nice to look at. And I wanted to make it selective. And for that, I need a way to find what pieces are being affected by the spaceship. And we're gonna build, and we're gonna start setting this up all live. I'm not gonna use an existing setup. I want to show everything from scratch because I think it's new and it's a bit complicated. So I'm gonna build it from scratch, and then I will show the final result that I have. So the idea is we need to separate what has been touched by the spaceship, and then from there we want to isolate those pieces and appraise them. And the upres is very simple. So let's go to the first frame. When I say appraise, I mean, let's take a block, for example. I'm gonna do it here. So let's say this piece, it is packed geometry, so I'm gonna unpack it. Okay. I'm going to scatter points, and let's go with 50. I'm going to fuse to make sure the geometry is all together, and then I'm going to Voronoi fracture that. So that's my upres. This is one piece, and this is 10 pieces. And now if I do exploded view, I have 10 10 more pieces that I can work with. Okay, and this is the idea. We isolate specific area where the spaceship is going to rise, and then isolate that geometry and then uprise it, and then we're going to talk about some more complicated features for the activation, which we will cover once we make some progress on this. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.